Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, probably not a super short, little unboxing to share with you guys. So I got this box and I did not understand who it was from, where it came from. I had no idea. So I opened the packaging that was surrounding this and I realized there was nothing on the box. So I opened the box and realized it's a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 knives from Kansept. So I have not been into these. We are going to open them up together and find out what they are. Thanks so much to Kansept for sending these. I am certain they're the only ones who ever send me Kansept knives, so that has to be where they came from, and judging by some of the markings on the package. So yeah, I'll link Kansept knives right down below so you guys can check them out if you want. Thanks so much to my generous patrons for supporting me right now. There's a link for Patreon down below. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Normally I save the big one for last, but I am way too curious about what is, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is crazy. Come on. Here we go. Oh, ow. The detent is very heavy. Oh my God. I've seen this. I thought it was tiny. Seriously, I thought it was like this big. Jeez. Okay. Well, it's a giant. What do we have here? The XL Corvid. Oh my gosh. That thing is gigantic. Okay. Oh, hey, 154 cm. We have a liner lock. I think this is kind of, you know, kind of going along, trying to get in there with the popularity of the sheepdog. That is the most XL cleaver size. Like, I mean, they just went for it. So, you know, I thought the cleaver fad was coming to an end. Apparently, there's still some companies hanging on to it. Some people still like them. Some people don't. I think when they're cartoonishly oversized, it adds a different layer to it. This is something that's just, it's comical, right? I mean, this isn't, I don't know about you, but this is something that I take super seriously. It's just fun, right? It's fun because it's ridiculous. I like the finish on the blade. That's real nice. I don't know if it's an actual coating that's going to benefit you or anybody. And I also kind of like the contrast with the forest green G10, right? We have multi-layered G10. I like the black liners, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I realized I probably did see a smaller version of the Corvid. This is the XL Corvid. So if this looks neat to you and you're like, yeah, it's neat, it's just huge, I'm almost certain they have a smaller one. In fact, we might be opening it up in here. Yeah, wow. I doubt this is a horribly expensive knife, considering it's G10 and 154 cm. Boy, the D10 is really heavy. You got to get that flipper tab right. If you do, you're fine, but I mean, wow. So yeah, I still had a conversation the other day. Someone was like, why don't you know anything about the knives before you unbox them? This is, first off, if you're curious, this is just an unboxing. This is not a review. If you think this is a review, it's not. It should say unboxing in the title, right? Never handled this stuff. Didn't know it was, I mean, if I did know it was coming, I forgot about it. I like to go in blind. I do it intentionally. So I will link this stuff if it's available. I'll let you guys check it out. But at the time that I'm recording it, I don't know what the price is. I don't know anything about that. And I'm not going to do it any differently because it's way more fun to do it like this. This thing feels, on the opposite end of the spectrum, extremely tiny. Oh, that's why. Okay, so, oh my God. Okay, so this is this also like a front flipper? This is just ridiculous. This is the mini Corvid in 154 cm. Oh my God. See, this kind of just makes me laugh. Like, it's almost like Kansept knows. I'm not convinced that Kansept is taking themselves that seriously, which makes it a lot more fun. So this is almost too small. And this is obviously way too big. And that's why it makes me laugh, right? Hang on. I got to get this flipper action down. Okay, so it will flip. This piece up here makes me feel like I'm supposed to be able to front flip it. Yeah, you can, kind of. Yeah, this is almost just like a funny thing to keep in your office desk or, in your truck or whatever. Can you, oh, wait a sec. Can I reverse flick this with the, oh, there's a thumb stud though. Okay. Does this have a thumb stud? No, it doesn't. Can I reverse flick this one? Let's try. Yeah. Okay. So there's the mini Corvette. I doubt that one is horribly expensive. Let's move the ones that we've opened up out of the way. Okay, so those two. Let's do this guy. Yeah. I don't have anything on him except for... Okay, here's a... Oh, is this their new... Yeah, this is their new button lock, I'm pretty sure. Okay. What do we have here? This looks like titanium and G10 and steel? Or maybe it's all steel. Hang on. Okay, so that's steel. And that... it might be attracted to the blade. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. And yeah, okay, that's very smooth. All right. Nice stonewash finish. Probably wouldn't be my first pick on the colors, but it's cool. EDC Tact, designed by Mikkel Williamson. Okay, interesting. These are numbered 22 of 320, S35VN. All right. Well, hey. Yeah. Don't really like this area in here. Pocket clip's okay. Don't really like that area. It's too big for one finger, and it's not big enough for two, but I still kind of want to... It's kind of a weird... The action's great. Not a huge fan of the thumb stud. I think I'd rather use the flipper tab. All right, yeah, okay, interesting. We don't have a lot of button locks out there, and the ones that we do have that are available are on the less expensive side, like with the lesser materials side, right? So, all right. Next up, what do we have here? We have what looks like a micarta front flipper. Alrighty. Yeah, all right, pretty straightforward. Nothing super duper crazy going on here, but some people, go for, it's mini accipiter, but in lesser, in less expensive materials. So I did actually like the accipiter a lot. This is the same thing, except, for people who don't want to spend 200, what was that? Somewhere between 180 and 220, I think. Yeah. Really heavily oiled up blade there. But 154 cm in micarta, this will undoubtedly not be horribly expensive. Okay clip, little bit of a Spyderco spoon there at the end. Yeah, all right. It's there. Next up, what do we have here? We have something in titanium, probably probably more premium model. Okay, interesting. Hold on. It's not really is it a compound grind? If it is, it's a subtle change. I don't think so. Very smooth. Hold on. Yeah. Also feels really light. Yeah, there's a bunch of internal milling going on in there. We have a nice pivot collar. Let's see here. Kamax ROM design. This is the Pretatout. It sounds like a Pokemon. S35VN. I really wish that they would move all to... Like, S35VN's fine. I wish that they would move to S45VN/20CV. Not because I think that you're really going to get that much difference, out of... Like, the difference between S35VN and S45VN is not trivial, but approaching it, right? There is an incremental difference in performance or potential performance between S45VN and S35VN, the biggest difference being in corrosion resistance, right? S35VN's already stainless, so but perception of value, right? Which is, it's an element. Yeah, people want to see those. So this is cool. Full-size knife, feels good, feels really lightweight, nice looking. Yeah, can you get in there and use the fuller for reverse flick? You sure can. Yeah, this one's all right. I don't know what these cost, though. That's the thing. Hard to get that reverse flick. The detent's pretty tough on that guy. Let's open the light. That one's heavier. I want to open this one. Okay. What the heck? All right. It has little demons and bats all over it. Maybe it's like a Halloween-themed knife. I don't generally see... I would imagine they have lots of different scales. I have no idea what's going on there. 154 cm. What is this? What material is this? It feels like some kind of plastic, some type of injection mold plastic. I'm not really sure. I think they have a bunch of different... I've seen like themed stuff with graphics on it before coming from Kansept. So there you go. Mini cat demons and bats. All right. The design's okay. It kind of reminds me of a fat Civivi knife that was designed by Ray Laconico. What do we have here? The Fusa by Rolf Helbig. Okay. Is it? Rolf Helbig. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I feel like, you know, if they're trying to get this 154 cm with Kansept is at a good price point. I feel like they're in a good spot with 154 cm. This model, you know, it's kind of, as far as the more interesting stuff goes, you know, it's kind of like these two up here are a little bit less interesting to me. These down here are a little bit more. And finally, do we have... Oh. Now, hold on here. We also... This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting the in-between of these two. This is kind of neat. Okay, I feel like I have handled the Conv. Yeah, I have. I have handled this before, but I don't think in a premium form. Yeah, this is all right. I mean, it's real simple. Pocket clip, a little bit of a bill. I wish it was 3D milled as well, but it's not. I kind of like the aqua Anno with the gold here, right? I think this would have done better as a titanium liner lock, but okay, it's a titanium frame lock. And what are we looking at for the steel? Once again, S35VN. Yeah, they're gonna start getting hit. You know, as far as like people shopping in their premium department are gonna see that and go, I'd rather it was S45 or 20 CV, right? Even though, guys, if you don't know the difference in cost between CPM S35VN and CPM 20 CV, right? It's like when Kansept buys that from Crucible and turns it into like their cost for that stuff. Yeah, 20 CV costs a little bit more, but it's extremely close. A lot closer than people realize. A lot of people are like, you know, in their brains, it's like S35VN costs $40 and 20 CV costs $100. No. Not the case. It's just a perceived, like, everybody has like this weird tier system, right? And every so often a steel from the super class gets bumped down to the mid-range class, right? S35VN is still a powder-formed composition that is bound to the same multi-directional teeter-totter laws of any cake mix, right? So in some environments, S35VN is going to perform better than 20 CV, right? Especially when we throw in geometry, we throw in, you know, how well it was heat treated, stuff like that. But most people tend to throw all of that out the window and go with this blind perception that, you know, 20 CV / M390 / 204P is just universally better, and or edge retention is God. Edge retention is king, therefore 20 CV is good. That's not how I have a whole video on that. However, I do understand, right? I am kind of wanting to see some of these more, just for that, you know, you get that perceived value. It kind of helps make us feel good about what we're buying, right? I still personally very much enjoy S35VN. Out of all of this stuff, the coolest stuff, you know, is the stuff that I think is just, they're just having fun with it. This is the kind of stuff that I like to see from a company sometimes. It's like, you know, not all the time. You know, I'm glad that they do some more serious stuff, but I like it when, you know, like when Kaiser did the Sheepdog XL, everyone's like, what the heck? Actually, it's pretty cool, right? I mean, yeah, why not? You know, have like a big, crazy, huge, ridiculous knife. It's funny. And you know what? If you use it, will it go all the way down? No, it won't. You can't. It's not going to be very good for food prep because the flipper tab back here will touch before the first part of the blade that touches is about right here, right? So if you're, you know. Now this guy, no, it's not going to work either. Still funny though. Interesting knives. Like I said, I'll link Kansept knives right down below. None of this is a review. Each of these knives will get its own video. There are 7 of them, so I will probably spread them out. So if you're interested in one particular knife, you know, these will be spread out over the course of about a month or so on the channel. So be watching out for that. I think that's going to be pretty much it for the unboxings today, guys. Thanks so much to Kansept for sending these in. Really appreciate it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.